His name is Roland Umber. Same profile as the other victims. Lived alone, disappeared from home, had a large dose of heroin in his system.
This victim wasn't unstrung, he was ripped from his moorings.
Whatever his imperfection, it was enough to aggravate the killer into tearing him down.
He was discarded in a tributary over 400 miles away from anything that feeds into the dam where the first victims were found.
Like dandelion seeds. Casting bodies in every direction but his own.
Very poetic. The buffeting in the current causes so many post-mortem injuries, it's impossible to tell them from the ones they got when they were alive.
Excuse me.
Doctor, join me over here.
There may be trace evidence preserved in the craquelure.
What?
Craquelure. It's French. For the cracks that appear on an oil painting as it dries and becomes rigid with age. Cracks are not always weaknesses. A life lived accrues in the cracks.
Could be something in there. Fiber, debris, might help track where the bodies were before they got dumped.
What do the victims have in common?
What if it isn't what they have in common? What if it's what makes them different? Each of these people has a slightly different flesh tone. Could be like a color palette.
The color of our skin is so often politicized. It would almost be refreshing to see someone revel in the aesthetics for aesthetic's sake. If it weren't so horrific. We're supposed to see color, Jack. That may be all this killer has ever seen in his fellow man. Which is why it is so easy for him to do what he does to his victims.
Which is why there'll be a lot more bodies on his color palette.
Fascinating insight, Miss Katz. As if Will Graham himself were here in the room.
Yes, it is.